Hey guys, it's Alicia from Spa 31 Med Spa and Wellness Center, and we are going to continue our discussion on the 8 dimensions of wellness and wellness as a whole. So if you watched the first episode, you know that I introduced the 8 dimensions of wellness and gave a small synopsis of each one of them, and also explained to you why I wanted to start this journey throughout the year. In the second episode, we talked about what I believe to be the foundation of all 8 dimensions of wellness, and that is spiritual wellness. And today, I think that we should move forward and talk about our environmental wellness. So in the first video, I explained that environmental wellness is not just the environment, although that is definitely part of it, how you contribute to the environment and how it affects you, but also your immediate environment. And so what's important to know about this is your environment is constantly changing. When you wake up in the morning, you're at home, and then you may stop for gas on your way to work. You may be stuck in traffic, and while you're in your car, you are still in an environment as a whole with people around you, different vehicles around you, and different things happening in that environment. When you get to work, you're in a different environment. You may go out to lunch with friends. That's a new environment. Then after school, things that you might do with your kids or sporting events or going out on a date, all of those different things are going to require you to change environments. And so that's going to be something that you're constantly having to adapt to. And so a healthy environment at home and a healthy environment as often as you can control it is about the best that we can do. But we really need to make sure that we are focusing on making our day-to-day environments the best that we can make them. So we want to make sure that the area around us is tidy, at least to the point that it's not chaotic. We want to try to control the noise level if noise is something that bothers us. Maybe some peaceful music, maybe some essential oils or something that helps, stimulate the olfactory nerve so that you have a little bit more sense of peace. There are many different things that you can do in your immediate environment if you have control over that. But if you don't have control over that, if you are at work and everything is very stringent and you're having to wear a fob suit and you're in a clean room, you can't really control your environment. There's not a lot of things that you can do to bring you joy or to spark an energetic, positive atmosphere for yourself. So I would encourage you to make the space that's outside of that, your locker or what you do on your lunch break, or maybe even something in your car that you get to get into at the end of the day that will bring you more peace into your environment. Having a favorite song that you play whenever you step into that environment that helps you feel a little bit more relaxed. Maybe when you get home, you have a cozy blanket and a favorite cup that you drink out of, or maybe there's a particular color that brings you joy or a particular piece of artwork, something like that you can bring into your immediate environment. Sometimes people will tattoo a saying on their arm so that they can look down and remind themselves of their why, or remind themselves that they have peace, or remind themselves that they have joy. And so anything like that you can bring into your immediate area that will help you be more relaxed, be more calm, have a higher serotonin level, get that adrenaline level down so that you can function better day to day and you don't have such high cortisol level and you're not just really stressed out. So try to think of 2 things that you can bring into those areas. If you travel, then your vehicle. If you go to work and you have a space that you can change at all, then 2 things that you can bring into your workspace that will help you relax. And then 2 things that you can do at your house, whether it's declutter a little corner for yourself to read in or play a favorite song when you walk through the door. But let's think of 2 things that we can do in each of those areas. And if we have people that live with us, maybe we can encourage them to think of 2 things that help them feel more comfortable in their environment so that the entirety of our household or the entirety of our work shift has a healthy environment for that time being. So that way all of our cortisol levels are lower and we can work better together to bring more harmony to that space. So let's try and do that over the course of the next week. And remember that last week we talked about box breathing and spending 5 minutes of meditation in the morning while we think on things that are positive for us and try to get rid of the things that we don't need to do for the day. So we're going to add this to that, and we'll be doing our box breathing and meditation for our spiritual wellness in a place of environmental wellness. And so that's going to bring everything back to normal and bring our levels of cortisol down, our levels of serotonin up. And hopefully, as we build on these topics with the 8 dimensions of wellness, we will in fact discover wellness as a whole.